Hey everybody, welcome back to Unbelievable English. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most traditional, most well-known board games out there, the game of life. It's a very straightforward game, it's a very easy game to pick up and play, but for some of my students, some of the language might be a little bit difficult. So we're going to talk about some of those things today, and we're going to start with the components. Components in this game: you're going to be driving around the game of life in your little car. So you're going to get to pick the car of your choice, and then you're going to choose whether you're going to be a woman or a man with your avatar. So you can choose pink or blue. I'm going to choose to be a woman at the beginning of my game. So you're going to put her or him in the driver's seat of your car, like so, and you're going to put them at the beginning. Most of the game is about spinning the spinner and moving forward along the path. There are action cards that you'll be choosing, and those actions have a bunch of different things that we'll talk about in a bit. And then there are also career cards. There are regular careers and college careers. I'll let you figure out which one you think pays more. But if you want a college career, you're going to have to pay a little more at the beginning of the game to get it. And there are some spots along the board where you can get houses. And that's what this deck of cards is. And that's really the majority of the components of the game. You'll have the opportunity to get married, so you're going to add another peg to your car. And then you'll have the opportunity later in the game, potentially, to have kids. And you'll put those pegs in the car. So that's really all the components. Very straightforward. Gameplay, equally straightforward. You're going to spin the spinner. You're going to go that many spaces along the board. If you come across a space that says stop, you're going to stop. And then you're going to do whatever that thing is. So for instance, one of the first places you can stop is the graduation icon. If you decide to go and get a college job, you'll graduate. And when you stop, you'll pick the top 2 college jobs and you'll choose the one that you want. I can be a video game designer or a veterinarian. So I'll choose one of those. Whenever you stop at one of those stop signs, you're always going to get to go again. So you'll stop no matter how many spaces you were supposed to go. When you hit the stop, you stop. Do whatever that thing is, get married, graduate from college, whatever it is, and then you get to go again. So you'll spin the spinner one more time and you'll move forward. That's the basics of the game. There are a number of different kinds of actions that you can take. There are cards actions that will have the bank pay you, where the bank will give you money. Hooray for that. There are actions where you have to pay the bank. Boo for that. There are actions where you will get to spin, and based on how high or how low you spun, you will get something. There are ones where everybody will get to spin, and the person who spins the highest will get something, or everybody will get something based on what they spun. There are ones that say pick an opponent. That means you pick one other player and the 2 of you will do something to figure out who's going to win some money. There's ones where you can collect money from somebody else. So there is a little bit of a take that mechanic in this game. Take that is when you can do mean things to other players. And there are cards like this one that are a little bit special. This one says you got fired for sleeping on the job. So you'd have to throw away your career card and take a new one. You get a new job. That's the basics of the game. At the end of the game, you get points for all of the actions and experiences you've had in your life. All of the money that you have. All of the kids that you've had. Any houses that you may have gotten will be worth money. And when you add up all of those points, all of that money, the person who has the most money wins. So you get money for making it to the end of the board first. The person who gets there first gets more money than the person who gets there last. But the person who gets there last also gets more actions, more experiences that will probably pay them too. So there are different ways to play. It's all about just making your way around the board and making decisions about your life. That's how you play the game of life. Can't wait to see you guys back here at Unbelievable English. Bye now.